There we go. A little blurry, but we appear to be live. Looks like the premiere's all set to happen tonight at 9:15. Very excited for that. One of my better videos. I mean, one of your better videos. They're all stadiums that you guys created. Decided to do something a little bit different today. I've been wanting to do this for a while. I'm neck deep in making franchises for the Ricky Davis League that is upcoming. Hey, there's Ray. Stephen K, hello. So, yeah, we're going to be a little bit different today. Like I said, I'm making franchises. Ray, now that you're here, maybe you can help me make the Dreamers? Is that the name of the team? But let's see who I've got made so far. I hate that you have to go through all this crap just to make a franchise. Load save rosters. That way I can test them out in your stadiums too. RDL. Perfect. Might as well do them right now. I made myself the Royals. Here are the teams I have done so far. Rochester Galaxy. I got some of the lower profile teams made. The Ohio Dinos, the London Bulldogs, the Denver Pilots, the Vancouver Yetis, and then two of the higher profile teams are the Brooklyn Bomb Squad, the Chicago Hitmen, and Las Vegas Gamblers. AK, Alaska, or is it Alaska? Yeah, Alaska Grizzlies. That's Mark's working on that. He doesn't have his stuff checked out. Oh, Steven, you have a new one to check out? Great. I did just record a video today, so that one will premiere a little bit further down the road. I do have one premiering tonight at 9:15. All right. So I don't want to load any of those. I want to start a new team. Are there specific colors, Ray? Dreamers. I wouldn't even know where to start. For some reason, Dreaming always, I think, black and purple, and I am repeating. What am I trying to say? Oh, I replaced a purple team, the Orlando Demons. Not Orlando, New Orleans. How do you do that, Ray? I guess I can look for your vaults. Search. Online. Ray. Rat. Lift. The other thing is I can't be on very long. My wife's going to be home soon for dinner. I wanted to get on earlier, but I wanted to at least record the next video, which I did. And instead of editing it, I decided to get on here. Am I spelling your name right, Ray? I'm in the logo vault. I'll show you my guys. I'll show you my revolt real quick while he's uploading. Rochester Galaxy. I just found this Rochester in the vault today. I changed the color to purple and added that little star that I found in the vault that I used for the G on the hat for Galaxy. And then this is obviously the All-Stars logo that I used this year. The Charlotte Spiders are fairly new, maybe 2 or 3 seasons in the RDL. They replaced the Charlotte Mudcats because we found out that's a real team. So most of these I just found in the vault. I mean, I made the Gamblers. I mean, it's just the letters. And I don't even know if I like the Gamblers. Mostly I've been using the LV, like the Yankees NY on the chest for the home logos. But for this one, I wanted to try something different. And I added the yellow because I wanted to kind of mimic the Ronald Acuna look. When the Braves were those old school logo jerseys with the blue shoulders, like the Hank Aaron style, and then he, complements them with the yellow batting gloves and wristbands and stuff. I think it looks really cool. So that's why I kind of highlighted with yellow this year, but I don't want to keep that look. I'm just going to use like yellow wristbands and batting gloves and, elbow gear and stuff like that in the future to get the yellow in. But, I mean, I did do a little custom work on this logo. I can show it to you real quick. The club in the chip, it looked I can't remember what it looked like, but it didn't look as much like a club for on a deck of cards. So I just made the 3 circles. Oh, I know, they made it look more like a 4-leaf clover than a club. So I added the 3 circles to make it look more like a clover or more like a club, and people seem to use it. The LV I found, I think that's a real LV. Someday I need to make a new LV that I can use. So maybe I can put it on some gear. All right, so he's got that set to go. But I like how they use the shading to make it half one color and half the other. So, all right, logo editor. Nope, I want logo vault, search. Browse all, search. TN Dreamers. Okay. So, are one of these the hat? I'll place the gamblers that I just made. So is that the color screen, blue, green, and yellow? I try to use teams that already exist, at least the colors, because sometimes this tool wants to change the color on you, and if you want to go back and find it, it's easier just to, if they change it on you and you want to go back to the original color, you can just kind of go back. So, okay. What green is this? Is this the Oakland A's green? It seems a little light. Because here's the problem with downloading other people's things is you can't get the color exactly. The Rockies purple. Okay, that makes it easier. And the yellow looks like it could be the Pirates or the A's. Okay, so what's the main color? You said the main color was primary. Yep, so the purple from the Rockies. Boom. And then the second color, maybe green from the A's. I'm just going to lighten it up a little bit. And then we'll use their yellow. Something like that work? Okay, so this is Tennessee Dreamers. Ugh, how do you spell Tennessee? I'll cheat. Are you from the area, Ray? Tennessee? I used to have, I think I still do have family in Tennessee. I've never been down, well, I guess I was down there when I was a baby, but I don't remember it. Make the abbreviations 10. Uniforms. Knoxville native, okay. Now, are there any liberties I can take here? Or do you have something specific in mind? We usually do a white. Now, here's something I noticed. Hey, James. All right. How do I do that? Will I be able to hear you through the TV or what? I mean, I can hit I have headphones right here if I need them. I was better at this when I was playing Grand Theft Auto a lot. Me and my nephews and my brother would play Grand Theft Auto all the time. It was so fun. All I know is that you got to save stuff. Because if you go into the logo editor now and make any changes to the original color scheme, they change it on you, and that's garbage. So it's good to hear that not just the stadium creator has been affected by stuff. All right, so I'm going to save these real quick. Team 10 for now. All right, I'm going to accept his. Oops, I got to get my headphones out of here. I thought if I could get just one team done live, and if enough people like it and stop by, I'll do it again for the rest of the teams later. I got Tuesday off again with no wife. Tomorrow I got the wife when I'm off. Hey, Carmen's dad. It's been a while, buddy. I hope you are well as well. All right, let's get this invite here. Oh, I don't know if Ray, you'll be able to hear me. I don't have my headset. I don't even know where my headset is. I think it's in the other room. No, how do you do share play? What is that? Is that a way you can do it? So go to the party. I would assume that's down here someplace. How do I get to the party? What the heck? Okay, there we go. Parties. Join. Request share screen. All right. Did that work? So now you're going to make the thing for me? That's awesome. Okay. I think I set that up. It's probably a little late because I'll wait because the stream's a little behind me doing. Here we go. Ray's joining. This is fantastic. Hello, everybody. Steven. Okay, I don't know if I'll get to show it during the stream, Steven, so maybe fill out a Google request form, and I'll add it to the next. All right, here we go. This is fun. Ray's here making the Tennessee Dreamers for me for the Ricky Davis League. we've been looking for ways to get other people involved. Some of you guys seem to be pretty, interested in the Ricky Davis League, and I guess I don't need these headsets, huh? But so yeah, I'm not playing right now. Ray Ratliff is, but I know Frankie had a couple guys I'm going to download. I want to say someone else had some stuff too, some players that they're going to add. Steven, you can find the Google request form right on my YouTube page, my YouTube channel, or right on my Facebook page, or in like the latest video that I had out. There's a link right there. I just don't want to forget it, Steven, because if I leave it in this chat, I'll forget it for later. So, but yeah, we changed the Memphis sound to the Memphis Rockers. Murph made an amazing stadium for them that we're going to use, so I can't wait to get into that. I finally have a good handful of teams done. Mark's working on his team and his roster, so we're making this happen finally. That works, Steven. Thank you. Jason Moore, hello. How many new teams are there in the league this year? Right now, just the Tennessee Dreamers, but there's teams like the Dublin Vipers. I already made the Rochester Galaxy, but, I mean, if we had to, we could bounce them. I've never been super crazy about them because my nephew made them, and, we've been trying to, get the nephew involved. But, I mean, he's 18 now. He just graduated high school. So I don't think he'd be crushed if we replace this team. But the Galaxy, I mean, it just doesn't make sense with Rochester. So, I mean, we kind of figured we needed a Rochester team in the RDL, seeing how that's, our home city. This is totally badass that that Ray's here making the Dreamers for me, and I can just kind of talk about it. So, I don't know, Jason Moore, do you have any ideas? Do you have any teams that could replace the Dublin Vipers or the Galaxy, or we already replaced the Demons, the New Orleans Demons? I was never crazy about the logos that were out there, and I didn't want to take the time to make one. We don't, Steve. That would be a good one, a Washington, D.C. team. The whole D.C., Baltimore area, we don't have represented in this league. The Ohio Dinos is another team that we could do without. So that could be fun. Not off the top of my head, no. Very creative for teams or names and logos. My DD is the Washington Admirals. That's a good one. I might, Steve. I'm going to write that down. I'm going to text Mark, because this isn't all just me. Obviously, I play with him. Down the road, once we can do more online play, I would love to share this league with you guys, and you guys pick a team, and then we can make trades and stuff like that. But I mean, obviously the game has to advance a lot more, because you can't even use custom rosters online. I have a set of Washington Federals logos. Okay. The custom team has always used the College of Worcester Fighting Scots Division III team where my mom went. Okay, wow. So, yeah, the Ohio Dinos could be replaced. The Dublin Vipers. Let's see. I have pictures of a bunch of them. Shoot, I just closed the window. RDL, let's see. Vancouver Yetis, I've never been super crazy about, although I kind of like their color scheme. The Dinos I've mentioned. Rochester Galaxy I've mentioned. Alaska Avalanche. Now, that's an interesting one. Now, since Mark has moved his team to Alaska, he's going to be the Sitka Grizzlies or the Alaska Grizzlies. That looks great, Ray. I love it. Man, you're faster at this than me, too. Well, Steven, I already have a Bulldogs. I have the London Bulldogs right now. But I could be open to moving Jersey Bulldogs if someone has a better name for London. I just kind of got bored with thinking of a team and went with the the English Bulldog. I just made London today, as a matter of fact. Vandals, interesting. Is there a connect from Vandals to Vancouver? Because that's one thing I do try to do. Like with the Charlotte Spiders, I know it's corny, but someone said, I can't remember where I read it or where I saw it, but they named their team the Charlotte Spiders because Charlotte's web, and she's a spider. And I liked it enough. And, I didn't have anything else for the Charlotte Mudcats, so I just went with that. This tool, once you get used to it, it's not bad. It definitely needs an undo button, because if you expand or something, it gets way out of whack and looks terrible, and you can't undo it. The closest thing you can do to undoing it is reload the original thing. But if it's something you created, then you're screwed. Let's see, My Diamond Dynasty's Washington. I like the idea of the Washington Admirals, Steve. Carolina Knights. Been downloaded thousands of times. I bet. Carmen's dad, have you been making stadiums or what? I know you said you got the one, but it seems like it's been forever. I know at one point you were very frustrated with the updates. See, now that I'm live, you can tell how much I trip over my own tongue. I may have borrowed some of yours. I don't know. Have you ever gone through my stuff? Do you use the white pants with the yellow shirt, Ray? The jacket, I usually make the jacket whatever the away jersey is. Oh, good call, Carmen's dad. Yeah. I kind of fixed the ones that were important enough to me to do, but I do want to refix the anomalies that I used in Sandman Dan's Aloha Stadium, because I think I want to use that for the Hawaiian Islanders. Yeah, Mark's having trouble finding his Sitka Grizzlies. I don't think I have your stadium downloaded, Ray. Which one was it? I'd like to use the one of yours that made it to the finals. All right, Carmen's dad, I have a premiere at 9:15 if you're able to pop in. I'm not, like I said, I'm not going to be on long today. I just wanted to hop on and do this for a little bit. And it seems like enough people are having fun and interested in this, so I'll probably do it again when I go with the... Uh-oh. Okay. Okay, so I got to take this over. Tennessee, was that how it's spelled? Nope, I added an extra thing. Uh-oh. Did he take over now? Return. I didn't return. What's going on here? Uh-oh. Okay, he's got it. Eagle Square. Okay. Yeah, go ahead and use... Yeah, I didn't download it. I'll download it. Or if you want to do it right now, you can. Yeah, go ahead, Ray. Download it. And then what I really want to do is I want to shout out to everybody. I should have done it in my last video. I just recorded one like less than an hour ago. I just finished recording one. But I want to do a call out for everybody who's ever made a stadium for the RDL and let me know which one they made and for what team. And then I want to put them all together, write them down, and then me and Mark, for the teams that have more than one option anyway, go through, pick the stadium that we want to use for that team, and go for there. You know what we could do is, it's a freaking game, right? Like if two people made a Manhattan Express stadium, have two stadiums. What's happening now? It's frozen. I can't do anything, but it's telling me he can't either. There we go. Wait, no. Where are... I'm sitting here babbling. I'm not even paying attention to what you're doing on the screen, right? Are you looking for the stadium right now? So I got to be looking for Eagle Square, right? Okay. It says you can play now, Ray. I'm sorry. So I think you got to hit the search again. Yeah, it's your control. Okay, now I'll put an Eagle. Have you made changes to this, or is it the last I remember it? So 21 says, check out Clemente Field of Paradise Cove for your San Juan, Puerto Rico. Yes, I will, Carmen's dad. I'll put that. Stephen K., I can put yours in here too, Doy. While he's doing that, just a quick reminder, 9:15, I have a Stadium Extravaganza video premiering today. This is Sunday, what, the 7th? July 7th? Go ahead and get rid of General Mills. Yeah, just get rid of one of mine because I know I'll be able to find it easily. It's not one of my favorites, and I already have it uploaded to my vault, so I could always just download it again. So the General Mills is, yeah, back towards the beginning. I know you're hearing me with a delay. There you go. Yeah. Perfect. But I do have a merch store. It is open. It is connected to my YouTube channel. I have already been using my cork glazed Studio 44 coaster. There's more where that came from. There's mugs and cups and thermoses and T-shirts and sweatshirts. And let me see the away uniforms real quick when you get a chance, Ray. Get your stadium set up first. All right, let me see. Stevens Park V3. Okay, I got it. And then Carmen's dad wanted me to check out Clemente Field. At Pair. Okay, there they are. Very nice. That looks great, Ray. I love it. Excellent. Those are nice unis, purple and gold. Yeah, I agree. And it's cool because I was using purple and gold for the Dreamers, but mostly with black. So just having yellow. And I like using the white pants as away uniforms. I never cared for yellow with gray. Like there was a time the A's were using yellow jerseys and like a bright color with a gray. Just I'm not crazy about it. Admiralty Field should be under the same. What's yours under again? All right, I'm gonna write this down, Steve. I still have to remember to download Frankie's Guys. Do you guys have any fictional players you want stuck in the Ricky Davis League? That's always fun, too. Washington Federals. I thought you had Washington Admirals. Long ball 31. Yeah, Tennessee, right? That's what we want? Or do you use something different? Oh, that's okay. Long ball 31. Washington Admirals, yeah. Okay. Now what am I doing? What happened? Oh, you're saving it. Is it? It's like Mississippi, I remember. Like that? No. I'll fix it later. TENNESSEE. Yeah, I got it. So 3 letters that there's 2 of right next to each other. Okay, I got it. Boom. Now save it over the other Tennessee. Man, you put them together fast. You must make that team a lot, huh? Oh, Carmen's dad has the Federals. Okay. So long ball 31 also has, what's the name of that stadium? Admiralty Field. Okay, great. So how do I get control back now, Ray, if they're done? Yes, Steve, all the players are fictional. When we were kids, we played the original baseball game for the Nintendo Entertainment System, and they had no real teams. They just had letters were their teams. They had no players, no nothing. So my brother and his best friend growing up just decided to make guys up. They made names out of the phone book, put them together and said, okay, my third baseman's going to be Ricky Davis. My left fielder's going to be Mitch Stevens. Okay, great. Thank you so much, Ray. That's awesome that you could do that for me. So, yeah, they just made up a bunch of guys, and I was like, hey, I want a team, and they were nice enough to include me. I was the little brother, and I just created Steve Stewart and Tony Johnson. You remember you'd hit a home run, it would go boo. When you hit your home run and stuff, we would get so excited when you hit a foul ball and the ball would like come like close to the camera and in your face and get all big. So yeah, that's where the Ricky Davis League started. And then throughout the years, we kind of collected other players. Like when Bases Loaded came out, they had their own players, but they had guys with last names, just last names. So we decided, okay, those guys are going to be our minor league teams. I was New York, Mark was Philly. So I had guys like Starr and Dupress and Howe and Carter and Jersey and Perez. and I gave them all first names, and they came up to the majors, and now they're scattered throughout the league too. And then we play a game called Hardball on the original Sega Genesis, and there was a team, Pittsburgh, that was the only good team in the league. They had a guy named Gretz and a guy named Evans and Moore and Oatman and Ryan and Strong. So we pulled guys from that. And then when we finally got to MLB The Show, we wanted an entire league of fictional players. So if you fast forward far enough into the future in a franchise, all the real players will retire, and SDS creates their own fictional players. They're generated. And we started stealing guys from that. Guillermo Vasquez, Tuan Rosen, Chris Morales, all these guys. So basically 30 years of creating and collecting players from other games. Holy crap, 80 years. Holy crap, that is wild. That's fun. Every once in a while, we'd be playing and be like, uh-oh, there's Mike Trout still. But lately, we've been kind of waiting and letting other people do the work. I'm sorry, I'm lazy. I've been letting other people, fast forward, and then I would download their rosters and then plug in the Ricky Davis League guys to, the few teams. So I got a little time here. Maybe I can start a franchise. Who do you want see made? Do we want to try making the Washington Admirals? Let's do that. We'll use the Ricky Davis League roster. We'll make my team. Jonah Chandler. Okay. I dropped my stylus. Okay. So I want to start new. I mean, I guess we got to make him red, white, and blue, right? So what's the closest red, white, and blue to the flag? Is it the Red Sox? Or the Braves? Or the Angels? Who do you think? We're going to make them right now, Steve. Let's try it. Oh, the Nationals, duh. We'll use the Nationals red, white, and blue. I'm sure that's the one we want. And then just white. Okay. Yeah, we did a stream together, my brother and I. Well, we recorded a video, I guess I should say, where we picked Mark's team. We had a contest where a bunch of subscribers submitted stadiums to be Mark's home team. And what's the name of the football team now? I'm embarrassed to say I don't know that. Gold? Okay. So instead of white, we can do... when I need gold, I go to Kansas City because they're the, Royals. Commanders, that's right. Okay. So I like it that it's not the same name. And we'll make it Washington. And we haven't made the Dublin Vipers yet, so I'm sure we can just replace them. So I got the red and the blue. Does that sound good? You don't think they're going to stay Commanders? That seems so expensive to have to change all their gear that they sell again. That's crazy. Now, for the home colors, I usually do a white. Is that what you guys usually do? Blue and gold, mostly like the Navy. Well, that's kind of what I have for the Denver Pilots. Okay. White for home, okay. How about the sleeves? Sleeves white? So the hat, I'm guessing, is blue. Oh, that's okay, Steve. Maybe the bill is red. All right. So I'm going to save this now. Just name him Washington. Okay. And then real quick, I'll show you the Denver Pilots. I heard that there was an air base in Denver, and I wanted to find a way to connect Denver to. So is that like the concept you had? Like the blue and the gold? And then the D, I just kind of did that myself. I just flipped the P upside down and then put the P next to it and kind of created one, DP, Denver Pilots. And then the away uniforms are like that. So yeah, I didn't want to do two like that. Is that okay? We can do them like kind of like a red, white, and blue, and we can still use your logos and stuff. And I always like the Pilots. He originally made them with like some weird maroon color and the stupid jet that's in the template. So yeah, we'll go back here. Create logo vault. And your ID is long. If I could spell. Ball 31. Uh-oh, it's not coming up. Or is it still loading? Yeah, the Washington's a good idea because Mark did mention he wanted a team in that area, Washington, Baltimore. And we sure don't need a Dublin Vipers. Yeah, I'm not finding your... Did I type it in right? I could do... Here's Carbon's dad, Virginia Admirals. Holy crap, that's a lot of detail. I like the Admirals on that Carolina Admirals. Who told me Carolina Admirals? Someone in here did, right? Man, I got a lot of Braves fan. All right, search. User ID. Is it the user ID or the name? Oh, there you are. Okay. Yeah, we have people like this in the stadium creator mode, Steve. Have you seen any of my stadium creator videos? I apologize if you're like a regular and I haven't connected you to a different gamer tag yet or whatever, but yeah, I like that. All right, so I'll download that. We have the Dreamers logo set, so I can get rid of that, right? Oh, I gotta search them again. messed something up here. Conk. Whoops, I did name again. Online ID. There we go. And it's not working. I just had this. Oh, I forgot the C. Now what am I missing? CONKAJEWA. Online ID. KONCKAJEWA. Oh. Well, how did I find it once and now I can't find it again? There's just so many admirals. Search. You put two. I'm so confused. Oh boy, there we go. Okay. And I think I'm going to have to do it all again. All right. Download. Yes. Okay. All right. Now we're back to the logo. So you said you did blue sleeves? Does it have the shoulders blue too, or just the, whoops? The shoulders too, or just the blue? Now see, watch. Have you guys run into this? So you saw me change the shoulders to blue, right? If I go to home jersey and load the Admirals home jersey, there it is, and then back out. Oh, look at that. The sleeves aren't blue anymore. So that's new to me this year. That's never happened to me before. So you want retro shoulders, blue. I always like the retro shoulders. I use that for my home team too. I like that Admirals, nice and big. It fills out the whole thing. How about numbers? Do you do numbers? Yeah, it's very frustrating. especially if you do a lot of work. So I'm trying to get in the habit, if I do a lot of work, just go in and save it. I would guess blue buttons. I'm pulling my head away from the mic. Buttons will do blue. Do you do piping? Okay, so neither one has front numbers. What about back here? This is pretty standard for me. Buttons gold. Okay. Gold in the center. Gold in the center of what? Oh, the collar. Okay. Two color. So like that. I like them. Yeah, definitely better than the Dublin Vipers. No offense, Jaden. Okay. So then what about the pants? One of those or one of those? What font for the number then? What font for the numbers? Guessing those were also blue. Yes, on the pants. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's starting to look. I mean, if I keep that yellow Admirals, right, the yellow outline and the stars, that helps keep it looking different from the pilots. So that's good. Through the fonts. Okay. Numbers. There's that one. That one. I don't think I've ever used that one. That one I use. It's a little small for me, but I like the font the best. I just wish it was bigger. That one is okay. I use it. This one I hate. I don't think I ever use it. This one I use from time to time. This one I use from time to time. Hate it. This one I use every once in a while. It's nice and big, but I don't like how like pointy everything is. Six. Okay. 6 it is. Okay. And then cleats, we'll just turn this all to gold. Anything that's red. And then the trim color white, I'm thinking. Main color can be the blue, the blue, the blue, the blue, and the blue. And then gold. Something like that. All right, I'm going to save it now if I'm going into the logo creator. Excuse me. It's the main one, right? Yep. All right, so I'm guessing these should be the same blue. And then the anchor, does it stay that yellow, or should I change it to the gold? Is the main logo the anchor cleats? I shake it up. I defer to your judgment. What you have looks good. Okay, thank you. You can change it. I've kept it that color over the years. The yellow. Well, I think I might keep it the yellow just to, have it differ away from the pilots a little bit more. So I like that. All right, is that it for the home jerseys? I mean, I'm guessing. Oh, we got to do this logo. For this, I usually just copy and paste. Then we could do a different bill. Do we want to do that? What do you think? Oh, see, the bill's gone because I went and changed stuff in the logo department there. Uniforms away. Yeah, we do have a lot of teams with the red and blue too. We have the Rebels and the matte looks on the helmet. Okay, we can definitely do that. Logo at the firm's home. I forget that that's an option sometimes. Wait, the logo or the hat itself? Like that? I really like these. What's on the home jacket? Nope. Guess you could just do that, right? The jackets don't matter that much to me because you don't really see it. The helmet is matte. Okay, same as the jersey. The brim of the hat. Road unis are gray, but I've also done them in the old school powder blues. Mark's a big powder blue guy. I'm not as much a powder blue. Okay. I think the home we're done, right? Since they're done, I'll save it again. I like mixing in the yellow. I just need wash because this isn't the permanent save. Create again. Uniforms are way. Now, what kind of gray? Like a darker gray or a lighter gray? I tend to trend darker. You know what? Let's do the powder blue. Is there a team that has a powder blue color? I want to do the powder blue because it'll help, separate them from the pilots. Okay, this is good. Use the Yankee gray. Okay. So is the Tampa close enough to the powder blue? Or the Marlins? I'd like to go with this. Sadly, no, I had to use a photo match with example of the ugh. So they're more like ugh. How's that? The Florida Lightning, I think, also used the powder blue. Too pasty, do Tampa. Okay. Arm, sleeves. Pastel, not pasty. Like a bowling shirt. Refresh my memory. How do they do a bowling shirt? Just sleeves? The whole jersey should be powder blue. Okay. Okay. Are the pants blue also? Because this is one thing that Tampa does that I hate. I hate that they use gray pants with that blue. I think it looks terrible together. I'd rather just do all blue. Or maybe navy. Ugh, that would look bad too. The collar. Yes, pants are blue. Okay. The collar is the same as the home. Navy and gold. I got to get rid of that belt. That's just driving me crazy. Okay, so the collar. Two color, blue and gold. Okay. What about the piping on the pants? The same as the home. Belt was blue with gold buckle. Pants thick like that. Belt buckle gold. What about the undershirts? The sleeves. I would assume navy blue. Six. Blue and gold piping on the sleeves. Is it like that, or is it like, which option is it? Undershirts or navy? I can do that. Undershirt, long sleeve, boom. Okay, so two color. That one, but probably reversed, right? Like that. Okay. Boom. Okay, I'd like to get this as done as possible. That way I can save it and then go to the logo. Okay, so you said the bill is blue on the away, right? And you want to go matte. Okay. All right, so the cleats, got to get rid of that. I don't like the stirrup look, so I kind of forbid it. And I do that by making the stirrup color and the sock color the same. Yeah, Mark likes the powder blue, so we can do that with these guys, and it'll help, separate themselves from the pilots a little bit. Something like that. Does that work for the cleats? Ooh, batting gloves got to change. All right, now I'm going to... Oh, nope, I should do the catcher stuff real quick. Oh, so much for using the red, huh? These look good. I don't want to mess with them. They look really good. What about the bill on the away hat? Should that also be? I think you mentioned it, and then I... See if I can go up and find it. Lower gear man. Hey, buddy. Sorry I missed that. Go with yellow what? Please just shake it up a little bit on the hat. Let's see if the road hat. Build the follow back to gold, LOL. Should be all blue with gold trim. Okay. Like that. Okay, so I think we had that set. You said something about the catcher's gear. I thought I saw something about the catcher's gear. I mean, does the catcher... I always spend so much time on the catcher's gear, and then I realize you never see the away team's catcher. Low gear, man. It starts when I get everything finished. I've been so dragging ass on this. I've spent so much time recording and editing and, showcasing videos or stadiums, and making the guys is a process. It used to be when I had no life, I would I would just sit down and get this all done in like 3 days, like when I had a week off work, because I work at a school, so I get a week off like every other month. Winter break and Christmas break and spring break, and between regular school and summer school, which is what I'm on right now. But so I'm hoping to get this started by the time I am back to work on Wednesday, which is when summer school starts. No preferences on the catcher's gear or cleats. Okay. So I think I'm just going to leave them as is then. Except maybe make the knee savers gold. All right. Now I'm going to save them again and mess with the logos again for the away. Washi. I like that hat a lot. That's a cool hat. Create. Logo editor. Away jersey logo. I like that a lot, too. Now, what about the main logo? I don't even know where you see the main logo anymore. It used to be when you're making the franchise, the main logo would show up on the left, but now it's one of the hats. Well, I might as well just do this, right? Copy. Paste. What about the main logo was the hat logo. Okay, great. Thank you. Borrowed the hat logo with the Navy Chief. Fouled anchor with the Nats. Original DC Interlaken logo. Okay. Now, do you change the color of the jacket for the away jacket, or do you change the color of these logo letters? You have to change the road logo color of the letters to white. Okay, can do that. So the easiest way to do that is like this. Everything looking good so far? Should probably change this blue to the same blue that I'm using. Boom. Steve, awesome. Thanks, man. This has been fun. I think now that I'm going to change these to all this blue to the same blue that we've been using, which is the Nats blue. Whoops, not paste. Shit. Now, see, that's an easy undo. Boom, boom, boom. All right, I'm definitely going to hop on some other day, probably Wednesday, maybe later tonight. I don't know if people are going to be on. My wife will probably fall asleep fairly early tonight because she worked all day. She's been up since 5 in the morning. She gets home around 8. I'll have dinner. I already changed those, right? And then maybe after she falls asleep, I'll get back on. If no one wants to stream, then I'll probably edit the video I just recorded and make teams while I do that. Change color unselected. Boom. I like that. That looks sharp. Should I change I'll leave the yellow outline instead of going with the gold. Again, just one more thing to separate it from the pilots. Steve, thanks a lot, man. Have you made stadiums for me before, or have I seen any of your stadiums, or have I seen you in the chats? I know I've seen a few Steves. Like Stephen K was talking with us earlier. Refresh my memory if you're still there. The teams I would like to make with people. No, first time here. All right, great, Steve. Well, what this channel basically is we normally do stadiums. I'm a huge baseball nerd. I love baseball stadiums. I've been drawing them since I was a kid. So when this came out, when you could, you could make players, and it's like, great, okay, so now our players are on the Yankees or the Royals, and then all of a sudden you could rebrand. So now we can like totally make our custom team, and then all of a sudden you can make your custom stadiums. So now we're completely separated from Major League Baseball, and the Ricky Davis League is its own thing. So I became obsessed with stadiums and looking for cool stadiums to download, and I can't find good ones in the vault. There's so much crap. So I would look them up online, and I found Harrison Sawyer, and then he inspired me to want to do this, and without him knowing. I don't think he even knows who I am, but you've been waiting to submit Admiralty. I'm not even going to say it, but it's not as good as some of the other ones you've been showcasing. Oh, so you have seen some of the videos. Okay. That's really cool. I love to be involved with it. Steve, any way we can, man. Like I said, in the future, if they bring some kind of online league back where we can use custom rosters, I definitely want to have, I don't want to use the words unofficial, but I would love to have a version of that league where I can share with people on YouTube. I think it would be a lot of fun to record highlights and use each other's stadiums and logos and teams, and I think it could be so much fun. And then, my brother and I would play like the official one on our own. But, we could trade our players back and forth and stuff like that. I just wish there was a way where we could set up the attributes to make it fair. And then once the season starts, kill the ability to edit attributes, but be able to edit other things. Because sometimes you like make a trade and you want to change people's numbers. Or sometimes you're like, oh, that stance and that swing is terrible. I want to change that mid-season. And you can, in a franchise mode, but in an online league, last I knew, you couldn't mess with any of that stuff when it was done. All right, but I got to wrap it up, guys. Thank you so much for your help, Steve and Ray, especially. Jason for stopping by, Stephen K, Low Gear Man. I'm sorry I missed some of your... Oh, you made the bowling shirt comment. Okay. Sorry I missed some of your suggestions, but I might be back on later today to work on maybe the Phoenix Outlaws or the Charlotte Knights or the San Antonio Defenders. That's another team we could do without, maybe, the Defenders. I'm not in love with that team either, but I do like the color scheme. We went with red, black, and gold. But we'll see. Maybe I can make one of those teams. I already made the Bulldogs. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick. The San Diego Diablos, I was going to leave that to Mark. Ooh, the San Jose Sharks is a good one. The San Juan Sharks, I'm sorry. Vancouver Yetis I already made. Manhattan Express. Dublin Vipers, I'm pretty sure we're going to axe them. But yeah, I mean, if Mark wants to keep his kids' teams in, I'll just axe the Defenders. I'm not in love with the San Antonio Defenders. Maybe you guys can help me find a new home uniform for my team. There's the Defenders. Ooh, we can make the Rebels, the New England Rebels. The Hollywood Stars, I was going to leave for Mark. Tokyo Monsters, I was going to leave for Mark. Hawaii Islanders, we need to make. The Atlantic City Aces. The Dallas Driller. Oh, no, Butchers. I changed them to Butchers because I hear they have great barbecue down there. New Orleans Demons, we kind of nixed. Ooh, the Sky Sox, the Minneapolis Sky Sox need to be made. The Avalanche, they probably have to be changed, but I love their color scheme, so we got to figure that out. And then here's the Dinos and the Rebels again. Hitmen, I already made. Here's the Pilots, I already showed them in this video. Excuse me. Charlotte, we changed to the Charlotte Knights. There's the Yetis again. There's London, I made them. The Outlaws, I already mentioned. Ooh, the Portland Beavers. We might change them from the Beavers. But we'll see. Any ideas for Portland? The Florida Lightning. I was going to leave them to Mark. Let's see. Here's the list of all the teams. Monsters, Diablos, Dragons. The Dragons no longer exist. Lightning. The Stars I mentioned. Let's see. The Bomb Squad. The Aces. The Gamblers, that's my team. Ooh, the Wolves. The Michigan Wolves. The Pilots I mentioned. Sky Sox, Manitoba or Alaska Avalanche, Rebels, Hitmen, Express, Knights, Dinos. Sound is going to be the Rockers. The Vipers might get axed. Rochester Galaxy, the Demons, the Yetis, the Defenders, the Islanders. The Bulldogs I already made. Sharks, Butchers, Outlaws, and Beavers. That's all of them. Main logo shows up on the field in a certain stadiums. Oh, okay, cool. Probably on the scoreboards, I would imagine, too. So, all right, that's it for now. Thank you guys so much. Again, thank you especially. Oh, there's Dodger Blue. What's up, buddy? Ah, you just missed me, man. We're just wrapping things up. You definitely probably got some logos that we can use. I'm going to try to get on later. I know you're a little further out west, so maybe it won't be so late for you. So I might get on later after dinner and all that. After my premiere, which is in about an hour and 20 minutes. We're going to have the premiere to the latest Stadium Extravaganza video. And don't forget to check out my store if you want to help support the channel. I would love to be able to upgrade some equipment. This green screen behind me is so annoying. But stuff like that would be really, 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 really big help. So there's the Stadium store is open, or the Studio 44 store, I should say, is open. Shirts, hats, mugs, coasters, mouse pads, sweatshirts, whatever floats your boat. Thank you again so much, and we'll catch you all very, 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 very soon.